Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another 2024 presidential election prediction. First of all, I should start off with a disclaimer that this election map is wrong. The actual redistricted map was just released the other day, and this is the old projected one, so take this with a grain of salt. But with that out of the way, today I have James Woods and Caitlyn Jenner, candidate for governor of California in the upcoming recall election, versus Tom Hanks, also known as Forrest Gump and a bunch of other things, and Amy Schumer, who is notable for her media career but also for being the cousin of Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. And so, to get into the safe states, didn't mean to do that. Usual New England, West Coast, D.C., Illinois, Maine at large, Maine District 1, and Hawaii. Getting our usual safe Republican states. We have all of these states. I think I'm going to characterize, didn't mean to do that. I'm going to characterize West Virginia and, Missouri and Indiana as safe for the GOP, since they basically are at this point. So that leaves the rest of the toss-up states. Well, Nebraska at large, District 1, District 3 will be safe for the GOP. So here are our list. South Carolina. This is our map of potential toss-up states. For starters, I think that Nevada will be tilt blue as usual. I don't see the Democratic Party releasing this state anytime soon, especially with a lot of liberal California residents moving here. I think that James Woods, as a defender of Trump, probably won't do great in Arizona. I think that'll be a tilt margin, maybe slightly even closer than it was in 2020. Though I don't see Texas leaving the GOP column. That's going to be... Actually, I'm going to put it as lean. Likely for Alaska around a 10-point margin. It's trending a little bluer, but the GOP is not going to let go of this state. I think likely for Iowa, maybe not that 15 points. Ohio, too, will be safe for the GOP. Well, not safe for the GOP, likely GOP. The Rust Belt is hard. But I'm going to say that James Woods takes each by a tilt margin, much in the same way former President Trump did over Hillary Clinton in 2016. James Woods is similar to Trump in a lot of ways. No past political experience, reasonably old and established celebrity. I think that he'll have the charisma to appeal here in a way that maybe Tom Hanks wouldn't. Caitlyn Jenner also may appeal to those who are socially more liberal but more fiscally conservative. Minnesota, I don't see leaving the Democratic column for the first time since 72. I just don't. Though I do think it'll be competitive. Maine District 2 is hard, but I'm going to... Didn't mean to do that. But Maine District 2, I think, will be also in the GOP column. It was for President Trump, both in 2016 and in 2020. Gonna put that as a lean margin. New Hampshire isn't leaving the Democratic column. Sure, but likely... Sure, Chris Sununu is a popular governor here. He may run for Senate next year. I'm not sure. But I don't think that President Trump will take much of a liking to him. I think he's a very Susan Collins type candidate who, if anything, will shift the state. Maybe not shift the state to the right, but, definitely not that far to the right. All right. Nebraska, 2nd District, that is I'm recording this on a phone. That is Tilt D. This is hard, so that's most of my map. North Carolina, by a slim margin, is going to go to the GOP, as is Georgia. I think James Woods will be slightly more appealing in the suburbs here. These states were competitive in 2020 and will remain competitive, especially with new voting laws. I do think that the GOP will hold on to North Carolina and regain Georgia. So James Woods and Caitlyn Jenner become president and vice president. I guess Caitlyn Jenner, if she's governor of California by now, resigns. Tom Hanks and Amy Schumer go back to their media careers. That's about it. Reasonably close election. A lot of tilt margins here on both sides. That's, yeah.